say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road today in Boone, North Carolina. What a beautiful place this is, and what a beautiful bank this is. Mountain Community Bank here in the heart of Boone, North Carolina, right around the corner from Lowe's. If you know where Lowe's is, it's very easy to find. And here's the cool thing about Mountain Community Bank is that you can be a member of Bank of Tennessee or Carter County Bank and do your banking. We'll let Andrew talk about that coming up in a few minutes. President Andrew McKeon. And also, Rose will be with us in a few minutes. So we got Jillian working here. She's one of the tellers, along with Riley. I like this guy's name, first baseman Riley Campola. Campola, I like his name. So, and Miss Warren is also the bank teller here at Mountain Community Bank. So we're here in Boone on this Thursday. Again, you see the countdown for Cyclone football. 8 days, 4 hours, and 26 minutes. We start a week from tomorrow night. The Cyclones and the Scienceau Hilltoppers in Johnson City. We talked about it for months, and we're getting down to 8 days. Our final scrimmage tomorrow night. We're going to stream some of that for you. We'll be opposing Union, Virginia coming in. That would be the combination of Appalachia and Powell Valley, which are two powerhouse football teams over the years, and so they're now a consolidated school. And so we'll scrimmage Union tomorrow night at the stadium at 6:30. We scrimmaged T.C. Roberson on Tuesday from Asheville over here in North Carolina. Then last week we scrimmaged Jeff County, so this is the final one. Coming up, we'll talk to Andrew McKeon. David Jackson, who was a longtime voice of the Appalachian State Mountaineers play-by-play guy, who's very good. He will be by. He's now the president of the Boone Chamber of Commerce. He'll be here. Also, John Reeder will be here. Mr. Reeder is the Deputy Athletic Director at Appalachian State. I have no clue what that means. We're going to find out. Talk some App State football and App State sports. Let's take a look at some birthdays on this Thursday, August the 14th. Who's having a birthday today? That wild and crazy guy, Steve Martin, having a birthday. Funny guy. He is 79 today. NASCAR driver Rusty Wallace having a birthday, 69. Magic Johnson having a birthday today. Urban Magic Johnson at 65. Halle Berry having a birthday. Outstanding actress, she is 58. And if you remember the Brady Bunch, I'm telling my age here, but Cindy Brady, Susan Olsen is having a birthday today. She has 63 candles on her birthday cake. And those are the birthdays again for this Thursday. Again, August the 14th, 2025. Let's get it started as we always do. Let's bring in today the Kingdom Heirs, the official group, Southern Gospel Group of Dollywood, who were gracious enough to sing this for me. So we want to get that and let them sing the national anthem as we always do. Get it going, and here we are. The Kingdom Heirs out of Dollywood was nice enough to sing and record this and send this to me, so here we go. The Kingdom Heirs with the national anthem. Then we'll jump in and take a look at some college football, some Major League Baseball, and it's got some other stuff breaking as well. All that straight ahead at Mountain Community Bank, where we are in Boone, North Carolina, on show number 2,341 show. Our 2,341st show, I guess how you would say it, on this Thursday, August 14th in Boone, North Carolina.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
And back with the Tom Miller Sports Show live from Boone, North Carolina today. As we are. I like it over here. I'm coming back if you'll let me. I like it. This is a nice bank. It's a nice place. I love Boone, North Carolina. In fact, I'll wear it here in a few minutes, my Appalachian State ball cap. I love App State. Kid Brewer Stadium, about 30,000 strong, be packed in there when the season starts. We'll talk to the former play-by-play voice of Appalachian State, David Jackson, will be along here in just a few minutes. Andrew McKeon will join us as well in a few. Let's take a look at some college football. Let's see first off, Evan Carter, back off the DL for the Texas Rangers. Last night went 1 for 4, had a double, his 9th of the season. Had a double in the 9th inning his 9th of the season off Zach Gallen. His 22nd RBI of the year, and then he also stole a base, his 13th stolen base of the season, stole second. So Evan Carter comes off the DL and immediately makes his presence felt. They lost the game, but Carter 1 for 4 with a double, an RBI, and a stolen base. Pretty dadgum awesome for the young man out of Elizabethton, Tennessee. So we're tickled to tell you that he's back in the lineup, and first night back he produced for the Texas Rangers, although they lost, as we said, but still, we're very partial and biased, and we're homers, and I don't apologize for that, for Evan Carter. It's awesome. How many communities in this country can say they have a person or persons playing any professional sport? Not many. In a town of 14,000 like Elizabeth, we're very proud of Evan Carter. All right, college football, new rule changes. Got some new changes coming up. The big thing they're trying to crack down on is faking injuries, which I think is a great thing. So if you fake an injury, the number of overtime timeouts and referees using different verbiage, and so those are some of the rule changes. So here's the new rule changes for injuries. If a player on the field presents as injured after the ball is spotted for the next play, that player's team will be charged a timeout. So they run the play, get ready to set the ball down, get ready to start the next play, and I come down with a whatever. I got a Charlie horse I don't really have, just need a breather. If the team does not have timeouts remaining, a 5-yard delay game penalty will be assessed. Then if I say I'm hurt, I got to go out for at least one down. Even if the team gets a timeout, you still got to go and stand on the sideline because you stopped play. I think that's great. Feigning injury, sometimes with the coach's instruction, has concerned the rules committee for recent years. Yeah, some coaches, if you're up against a wide-open, no-huddle offense, you need to slow down and let your team catch a breath. It's like, Tom, go down, just kind of lay there for a minute. You got a cramp, and slow things down for a second. So they're trying to get rid of that, and I think that's great. Also, in overtime, each team will continue to be allowed one timeout in both the first and second overtime periods. After the first two overtimes, each team will be allowed only one timeout for the remainder of the game. That's a change. Here's something that doesn't make any sense to me, but here we go. After video reviews, if the ruling on the field is not overturned, referees will announce that the call is upheld. They used to say it's confirmed, now they say it's upheld. Who cares? What difference does it make? I guess it does. They wouldn't changed it. So now the referees will announce that the call is upheld. Previously, the referee would say the call is confirmed if the video showed the call was correct, or stands if there's no clear and obvious evidence to overturn the ruling. Now, if the call is changed, the referee will describe why it's changed. I get that. We are now changing, and this is why. And so I get that. All right, what else here? Some more rule changes. Here's an interesting one. See, the officials have enough on them, so now they got to take care of this stuff too. Any defensive player within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage, stationary or not, may not make a quick or abrupt or exaggerated action that would, like I'm going to fake like I'm getting ready to rush like a blitz, and don't do it just to fool you. Hopefully maybe make an offensive line snap it too soon and get in a false start. You can't do that now. Why not? That's, if you're dumb enough to look out of the corner of your eye and go with the guy over there jumping around like he's going to blitz and kind of fooling you, why would that not be good? But you can't do it anymore. It does not make any sense to me. All right. Let's see what else here. All forms of gun violence are not permitted, and simulating the firing of a weapon is an automatic unsportsmanlike foul. So if I score a touchdown, look up and stand and go, "Pew," something like that to that effect, unsportsmanlike foul. So if a player simulates the act of brandishing a weapon, it's considered an unsportsmanlike act. Okay, I get that, with all the violence in the country, and so I'm okay with that. But going back up here to you can't, wait till I get Andrew over here. So if you're up on the line of scrimmage and, you got the offensive line set, I'm doing this like I'm faking a blitz to kind of rattle your cage, which is what you're trying to do to make them do a false start. You can't do that now. That's totally sissified. That's wrong. So anyway, what else going on in sports? In college football, Tennessee Tech switching to the Southern Conference starting next year. Leaving the Ohio Valley Conference, they've been there since 1949. So Tennessee Tech coming to the Southern Conference. It'll be an 11-team league with East Tennessee State, Chattanooga, the Citadel. Also Furman, Mercer, North Carolina, Greensboro, Samford, Virginia, or VMI, Western Carolina, Wofford. Tennessee Tech will have 14 of 15 sports competing in the Southern Conference. The Golden Eagles are the preseason pick to win the Ohio Valley Conference Big South title after going 7-5 last year. So the Southern Conference getting a really good team, obviously, what they're doing. The other interesting change in rules, we're live here again at Mountain Community Bank in Boone, North Carolina is where we are, and having a big time. Love it over here already. Been treated very nicely by Jillian and Riley, and certainly by Miss Rose, who's going to be on the show here in a little while. So hit this right here, and I'm going to tell you about another rule change that is going on in college football. Hello, Dale Hammond. How you doing, buddy, out in Gray, Tennessee? Dixie Persinger, McDuffie, Cindy Fair. Thank you, kids, for watching. All right, so this is all for the bet. This is all for gambling, and it says what it is in the story. So the conferences, in this case the Big 12, will now have to release player availability for football and men's and women's basketball games before the conference game. That's the new rule. Why, you ask? To curtail harassment of athletes by bettors. They get these guys' cell phones, guys and girls, they get their cell phones and they start texting them, the bookies, the bettors. You going to play? You all right? You going to play? I need to know. I got some guys want to bet on the game. And so now they're going to say, we're going to change that. The moves by the conference are intended in part to curtail harassment of athletes by bettors seeking information about injuries or availability. This is the Big 12 conference. Already the Big 10 introducing reports for football, men's and women's basketball. So did the SEC and the ACC. So now, starting this year, the Big 12 football teams will submit, you got to beat the Brew Crew. I have no clue what that means. The Big 12 football, the Brew Crew is the Brewers. Okay. Big 12 football teams will submit daily injury and player availability reports starting 3 days before each conference game. Players will be designated as available, probable, questionable, doubtful, or out. Are you kidding me? Okay. So I'm hurt. I could be available. I probably will play. I'm a question mark or I'm going to play. It's doubtful I'm going to play or I'm totally out. So we'll get Andrew's take on some of the stuff coming up here in a few minutes. So also, we look at Cam Little. We talked about him Monday on the show. Cam Little, who kicked a 70-yard field goal, the longest in football history. It's not going to count because it's an exhibition kick, but a 70-yard field goal is a 70-yard field goal. The Pro Football Hall of Fame wants his jersey, even though they're not going to recognize it as a record-setting performance because it was a exhibition game. But anyway, Jacksonville's Cam Little, a 70-yard field goal, longest in football history. And so now the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio wants his jersey to put in there in the, I guess, one of the cases, glass cases, to signify he's kicked the longest one ever. All right, quick break. We are live. Baseball, you got it. We are live at Mountain Community Bank here in Boone, North Carolina with our dear friend, El Presidente, Andrew McKeon, who will be with tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be at the Elizabethton Golf Course for the United Way Golf Tournament. We donate our time every year to do that, and we'll be there tomorrow. Looks like the weather's going to be perfect for the golf tournament tomorrow. I think he said 15, 16 teams. If you still want to play, I think there may be 1 or 2 slots open if you want to bring your team tomorrow. And I'm questionable. You are questionable. No, Hammond, you're doubtful is what you are. Where's that bell? He's doubtful. In fact, he's retired from Food City, so he's out. There you go. Quick break. We've got him coming next. Andrew McKeon, El Presidente. Hello, Mel Montgomery. Kiss my grits. We're live at Mountain Community Bank in Boone, North Carolina on the Tom Dillon Sports Show.
Center, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Tammy Troutman. A lot of antique stores out there. Why come to the Eagle Center?
Oh my goodness, there are so many reasons to come and visit the Eagle Center. We have wonderful vendors, nearly 50 vendors who have the best merchandise. They hunt, they pick, they're always changing it out, keeping it clean and fresh and new and interesting, and we have wonderful vendors.
Yes, you do. And we're going into the spring. We're in spring and summer. Great time coming down downtown Elizabeth and shop here because the inventory changes all the time.
Yes, it does, and we have air conditioning, so you can come in, cool off, look at things, browse. We have 2 levels of just about everything you could think of.
Gift certificates?
We have gift certificates available. We have layaway available.
Yep, you can do those. Get a gift certificate. They can come back and get what they want when they want, or do a layaway for down the road, even in the holidays. You can do that. It's all right here. The hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5 every single day except for Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And where do we find you on social media?
We're on Eagle Center Co-op on Facebook, and then Eagle Center Antiques on Instagram.
And the phone number we have to call to find out,
The
talk
phone
to
number
you?
is 542-6674.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Dillon Sports Show and on Cyclone Sports, the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
And back on the Tom Dillon Sports Show, we are here with show number 2,341. We're clicking them off, getting to 2,400. So, Dale Hammett from Gray, Tennessee, is a piece of work. He is a dandy. Thanks for watching the show. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for letting me come over here. This is awesome.
Oh, I appreciate you making the drive over. It's a nice way to spend the morning driving over to Boone.
Absolutely. It's gorgeous over here. Gorgeous drive. A lot of folks are picking them up after Helene. We talked about that off air, but looks like there's just a lot of growth in Boone, North Carolina, period. A lot of buildings going up and a lot of businesses and past a lot of trucks hauling gravel and insulation. So there's good things going on over here, it looks like.
There's a lot of things moving in this area. Some of it's being rebuilt, and some of it is new things as well. But we're excited to come over here and be a part of this community, and it's a lot of fun.
Mountain Community Bank's where we are broadcasting live. Again, there's the man right there, David Jackson in the house. We'll talk to him coming up here in a few minutes. So Evan Carter last night comes off the IL.
Yep.
1 for 4, double, an RBI, and a stolen base. Pretty good way to come back and make a splash.
I was thinking he had 2 for 4, but is he just
2
1
for
for
4?
4? I thought I read 2 for 4 last night, but
Let's see.
okay.
Maybe this.
Who knows? But
He's 1 for 4
either
for
way,
sure.
he stole a base, which means he's healthy.
Yeah, and drove in a run.
Yep.
And had a double.
That's the main thing, is that if you have a stolen base, that means his back must be feeling okay, which is what we want. Because if he's healthy, he can perform.
Yep, that's why he has a recurring back injury. That's what put him out last year for the betterment of the season. Hello, Cassie Keller. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching. We're in Boone, North Carolina, home of the Appalachian State Mountaineers, the former voice of the Mountaineers who called the Appalachian State upset win over Michigan. David Jackson's here, and he's going to join us. So, got some new. We'll talk about the bank here in just a second. We got some rule changes in college football. One of the problems is faking injuries. They're going to clean it up a little bit. So, if you fall down the field and you come up lame, your team's going to be charged with a timeout. So, if me and you out there laying around wallering and rolling around saying, I need a break, coach, well, they're going to charge our team with a timeout. If we don't have a timeout, a 5-yard delay game will be assessed. You okay with that?
Yeah, it's a start. It's not. Doesn't have enough teeth in it to really make a difference. I don't think, because I think it's the timing of when you fall. If you fall before the play started, then you can actually be injured and it doesn't get charged a timeout. I think if you're injured, I mean, if the whole goal is to protect these kids, if you fall down injured, whatever time, you need to be out at 2 or 3 plays to regroup. I don't think one play is enough.
On kick returns, if any player on the receiving team holds out his arms to make a T. How do you make a T? Go like
This
that?
way? Yeah,
Okay,
I
all
guess.
right. Signaling during the kick, the team gives up its right to make a return. The ball will be whistled dead wherever he did it.
So that's fair catch.
So it's a fair catch. So if you put your arms out like it's the new rules, and it's going to be a dead ball, and you'll be whistled dead and start right there. This is one I like. I think this is a sissy rule, but that's just me. Any defensive player starting this year within a yard of the line of scrimmage, stationary or not, may not make any quick or abrupt or exaggerated action that simulate action at the snap. So act like we're going to, and get to a pull. Maybe one of the linemen, offensive hogs, pulls up and gets a false start. We can't do that anymore. I think that's a sissy rule.
The defensive lineman, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
But I
standing,
mean, what happens if there's a hard count and you accidentally jump, but you don't go off sides? I mean, how do you handle that?
I don't know. So it's a great point. So the offense will be held to the same standards. Any pre-snap movement that simulates action to snap is a foul on the offense for a false start. So, yeah, you see guys up there all the time faking like they're going to blitz and trying to rattle the cage of the quarterback or the offensive lineman getting the false start, which is why you're doing it. And so now you can't do that. So I think that's a silly rule.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah. Well, how do they enforce it?
Right, that's what I'm saying. If the quarterback's doing his job with a hard count, he should make you flinch periodically.
Because that's what that's doing his job.
Right.
Make you second guess what you're doing.
Correct.
On the defensive side of the football. Absolutely. So we're here in Boone Mountain Community Bank. So you were telling me what's neat, if you are a member of Carter County Bank or the Bank of Tennessee, you can still, I thought this was really cool. A lot of people come over and ski, come over and watch App State football. This is what I'm going to say. My buddy back in the day, I don't think he's here anymore, Rick Covington, used to be the SID. I don't think there's a better Saturday setting in the fall. Kid Brewer Stadium, about 30,000 screaming people in black and gold with Yosef and all that. I mean, it's a great atmosphere for college football to come over here. So a lot of people do that, is my point. They come over and ski. So you're making it easy from the bank using what's in Tennessee to also work with Mountain Community. Tell us about that.
Sure, yeah. If you bank anywhere with Bank of Tennessee, Carter County Bank, or Mountain Community Bank, all the branches are interchangeable. So if you open your account up here in Boone and you're traveling to Nashville to the Grand Ole Opry or whatever, you can swing by one of our branches down there and pick up some cash, or vice versa. We had some guys from Knoxville come up to Banner Elk this weekend and just enjoyed some time up here playing some golf and going to some of the local restaurants, and they were just amazed at how cool town Banner Elk is. So, if you're in Kingsport and you're coming over to watch the Appalachian State Mountaineers on a crisp fall Saturday, just swing by our ATM here on Boone Heights Drive and pick you up some cash and go in and enjoy the ball game.
A lot of folks go to the Smokies, and I get that, Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, but, for me, it gets pretty crowded over here. It's not quite as congested, and to me, it's quicker. I got over here in like almost an hour, so it's not that big a deal to come across the mountain. But for me, coming over here, going to Blowing Rock or Valley Crucis, to the Mass General Store, or any of the places over you can go to, Blowing Rock, as you mentioned, and Banner Elk, for a fall day or like a one-day getaway, it's perfect. Come over
It's
here.
really easy. It's really easy trip. You got antiques and stuff in Fosco, and you got a mountain coaster in Banner Elk, and you got the football over in Boone, and great little hotels, boutiques down in Blowing Rock. So anywhere in this little area right through here, you got wonderful places to visit. Great food, great atmosphere, and there's great people over here.
Yeah, there is, very much so. So, social media, how do we find out more about Mountain Community Bank?
Well, you have to go to the Bank of Tennessee website, because it advertises for all of our websites, Mountain Community Bank, Carter County Bank, and Bank of Tennessee. But, we're just right here, and we're doing a grassroots campaign, just trying to show them what we've got and how we do things. As you and I talk all the time, it's about relationships, and that's what we do. And this branch is different because we, instead of just taking a dart and throwing it at a map and saying we need to put a branch down right there, we actually had 10 or 12 business leaders come to us and say, hey, what you guys do will sell up here in Boone, and this is what we need. We need a hometown community bank. They've got some great banks that are Wells Fargo, FNB, large banks, Fifth Third. That's not who we are. That's not who we try to be. We try to be a small town community bank, but we're big enough that we've got enough technology, the ITMs out there that you can do banking Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our online banking website, I would say, is second to none. We have all the treasury products for you small business owners to move money to your vendors or to do ACH for your payroll. So we have all the things, all the bells and whistles. So we're high tech and we're high touch, and that's what's special about what we do at Mountain Community Bank. So those business leaders asked us to come over here. We've seen that. I would say at least 10 out of those 12 have brought some form of their business. Some of them more than others, but they've all brought something to us to try us out, to see, if we can handle what they're asking us to do. And I don't think that anybody's been disappointed so far with what we've been able to do. And, with the staff we have here, we're continuing to grow. We've done great things since we opened up the day after the election. So we've been open since early November. So we've got, 3 more months and we'll be on a year, and we're excited to see where we end up.
If I was doing the PA, this guy right here playing first base, I'd love to say his name. Now playing first base, Riley Campola.
Yeah.
It just rolls good, man. I like that.
It does.
So, and Miss Warren, Jillian's in here as well. And so we've done a little PA back in the day. Hello, Linda Tucker. How you doing? Watching. Hello to Jimmy Stout down in Atlanta. And also hello to Rick Ranson down in Pensacola. Rick, what's the weather like today, buddy, in Pensacola? Because it's very nice here in Boone today. Looks like it's I got here, it's like low 70s, so
That's beautiful.
it is beautiful. We got football next Friday night, man, and you're one of the great sponsors again, the Cyclones in Science Hill, the 101st meeting. Whew.
Yeah.
Last 5 teams, last 5 games, the road teams won the game. So 2 years ago went over and got them pretty good. So I know they're loaded. We feel like we're loaded. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Not tomorrow night. There'll be a scrimmage tomorrow night against Union, Virginia, but we'll get going, and when it counts next Friday night, it's going to be a great night to be a Cyclone.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. It's always fun to get involved in that atmosphere and go over and enjoy a good rivalry game.
And it will be just that.
Oh,
It'll be
yeah.
a rivalry game.
Yeah.
They will get after it. You can guarantee it.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we
See, hit that right there. Hit a button. I didn't mean to hit. There we go. I'm going to go right here and hit this. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll come right back and talk to David Jackson right after this from Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show, Dr. Smith, and folks at Physical Therapy Services. For those out there who have no clue, tell us what it's all about.
Physical Therapy Services is a local mom and pop run physical therapy and occupational therapy clinic. We have clinic locations. We have 3 locations, 2 in Elizabethton, 1 in Roan Mountain. Our main office, where I'm located at 1975 West Elk Avenue, we focus on adults and athletic injuries. We have a pediatric clinic at 1500 West Elk Avenue that does both physical therapy and occupational therapy for the little kiddos out there. And then we have a clinic in Roan Mountain as well to take care of our wonderful Carter Countyans in the Roan Mountain community, and all focused on orthopedics and sports-related injuries, along with just general concerns with patients and people that want to be able to get out and move better. The human body is made to move, and that's what we try to do, is keep people moving.
Keep people moving.